Welcome back, viewers. Whenever you install any Linux distribution or any Linux system, then the system will record all the mounts that are available in the configuration file, and many times this information is required. For example, if you are not able to mount any of the drives or partition in your Linux system, then you will require the information regarding that mount. So every mount has a name given in the fstab entries. So fstab entries contain all the mounts, and all the mounts have a unique UUID and a unique path. So each mount, each partition, each drive of your system is mounted to a unique path and a unique UUID. So how to check and find out the unique ID or the unique path of your system? So the system drives will map to a very unique path and the unique UUID, and you can easily find out from the terminal. For that, you have to issue this command, that is the find mnt, that is find mount. So what it will do is, it will start with the root. So this is the root. You can see the symbol is, this is root, and all the mounts that are available in the system are recorded here. So tree structure is given. For example, the system mount, you there is a system mount. Inside the system mount, the system kernel security is also one mount. The C group is also a mount. So system file system, FS is file system. So P store is there. System firmware, EFI vars or the EFI variables is there. BPF is there. So you can see here system kernel tracing is there. So you can use the tracing to monitor the performance of your kernel and troubleshooting of the kernel using the tracing. So here you can see the system kernel debug is there. System FS fuse connection. So this is for the removable drive. So fuse is used for the removable drives, and for the Windows partitioning system or the Windows file system. For example, NTFS is there. So it will use this fuse. System kernel config is there, and in the proc you can see proc system file system bin fmt underscore miscellaneous. So many of these things you might not have heard about all these different names. So for that it will require a separate video. I cannot teach you everything in one video. And this is the dev. So here you can see the dev pts, dev shm, dev mq, dev use pages. So use pages is nothing but the paging system or the page of the of your system. So what is page and everything? Slowly we will go in more details. So right now just remember there is something called use pages is there in the system. So what is use pages? We will do a separate video on that. And the slash run. So the run lock is there, run credentials, run QEMU, run snapd, ns canonical live patch mount. So here you can see the snap also has got mount, snap genome, snap core 20, Firefox, GTK common themes. So these are all the different mount points of your system. So here you can see the temporary file system is there, GVFS defuse. So GVFS is nothing but a virtual file system. It is used in GNOME desktop. So whatever you do is first return to the virtual file system, and then it will then further go into your hard disk or your hard drive or the SSD partition. So it is a virtual file system created in the RAM, and it is used to read and write data from, and the final data is then read or written to the hard disk or your SSD. So you can see this is the loopback for the dev. You can see here So other things you don't consider this. This is something else. So there was some issue with my hard disk and I had to issue this command. So this is nothing but the file check command. It is similar to what we do in the Windows to check out the errors in the file system and correct them. So don't pay attention to this. So file check command also we will cover in later video. So just today only how to find the different system mounts. So this is the system mounts. So in Linux, not only the drives and hard disk, everything is mounted. So there is a mount point for everything. For example, the kernel security, C group, I have just shown you everything. Debug, tracing, the dev points are there. You can see a huge pages. So even the paging system of kernel also has a mount point. The run system of the kernel, run system is also has a mount point. You can see here. Even the user is also mounted. So you can see it here. The user with this 1000 ID. So this is the ID of the user. So most probably it is my ID only. So I had run this command using my ID. So this must be my ID. And this is the snap mount. So this all system mounts are shown here. And also you can see the file system type. So this is the root file system. You can see here the path to the root file system, the file system type. So I am using the extended 4 file system. These are the privileges, user privileges I got. So I got read write user privileges, relay time, and the ER privileges there. And these are the system privileges. You can see here. So system file system is there, and this is some options available. So these are the privileges available for the user that is presently logged in and doing the transaction in the terminal. So it is quite comprehensive data is available for all the mounts of the system. So with this, I will stop the video here. See you in the next video with some more details.